Okay, hey guys. After the reading, well, early this morning, the guidance for the day, and having time to think about it, I really realized that this weekend is a good weekend to do dark work. Um, Dark work energy. What dark work energy is, the best way to describe it, even though she put her own light and love work twist on it, it would be Marianne Moore on Akashic Inspirations. Go to her channel. She has a channel called The Dark Isis or Something Where Isis, where she takes you on a meditation inside yourself. That's the best description, close enough to what dark work actually is. Even though she does put a whole light and love spin on it, because it's normally not that nice and not that friendly. What dark work truly is just confronting yourself first before you confront others. Looking inside yourself first before you try to look inside others. That's what dark work is. You are always and forever putting yourself first. It could be financially, it could be mentally, it could be spiritually, whatever, but you are always putting yourself first. And the whole purpose of, or the whole idea behind putting yourself first is that if you do not understand yourself, if you do not know what you're capable of, what you're not capable of, if you do not know what your fears are, even if you haven't conquered all of them, if you don't know what your fears are, or what things don't scare you, then how can you truly be good for anybody else? You have to know yourself first before you can go and help somebody else know themselves or help somebody else truthfully, because you don't know what you're capable of. They may ask you to do something that you're scared to do, or that's not in your capabilities at that time to do. So the whole point of dark work is really knowing yourself first. And that's why I consider myself a dark worker, because you have to know yourself. To me, you have to know yourself first before you can help somebody else. I can't give somebody else $5 if I only have two. So I have to work on myself to at least have 20 so I can give somebody else five and still take care of my family and my friends or whatever else need to be taken care of. That's the whole purpose of dark work. It's not give your last, and what you give your last, then you look for somebody to give to you. No. It's give what you can, but understand where the limit is and understand what you need to survive and make sure those skills are met so that when you're helping others, you're not in survival mode. You're not thinking, okay, I'll do this for you, but you got to do this for me. You're not thinking, okay, even though I'm helping you, how this going to get paid, how this going to get done, how I'm going to feed this, who's going to do this. You're not thinking that. You know yourself, you know what you're capable of, and you're working to, if you're not there yet, you're working to at least get at a level that when you start helping people, it does not hinder your home life, your home process, or your thought patterns, especially if you're doing readings and stuff for other people, or energy healings, or any type of spiritual work with other people. You want to make sure that you're spiritually clear and spiritually detached from your situations enough where you can attach, at least to their energy, clear enough to seriously read what's there without anything you have blocking you. So that's what dark work is. So with that, let's get into the reading. This card is not part of a reading. That's for something else. But the reading is here, and I want to start with the stone, which this stone is AWISE. This stone was actually just pulled this morning by my son. And AWISE is all about change for the better and blockages. It is ruled by Earth, but it was ruled by planet Earth and also by no, sorry, it's ruled by Earth and it's also for divine aid. I thought this stone was perfect when you consider this card, which is the Path of the Soul card. And I wanted to use the Path of the Soul cards because to me, the Path of the Soul cards is dark work. And this card is also, if not for y'all, for me, it's all about connections and soul connections. It's about fulfilling your soul contracts and releasing old karma. And a lot of times, in order to fulfill a soul contract, you have to release all the old energies away. And with this being Mercury retrograde, you're actually kind of being forced, whether you know it or not, to look at the things that are hindering you. And if you're not willing to deal with that, then Mercury retrograde is not really going to work for you. If you're one of the purpose people who's good with change and willing to go with the flow, then Mercury retrograde is great because it's going to keep flipping up to show you things that either you need to bring to you or things you need to get away from you. And a lot of times it's our attachments that keep us in this little limbo state, thinking that something's going wrong because of how it temporary looks, when actually in the long run it'll be such a blessing. So, okay, let's get to the cards. Perfect cards, perfect cards. This reading is very straight and to the point. Over this weekend, first thing is remember. This is the reminder card. Don't forget. Don't forget your self-worth. Don't forget who you are. Don't forget where you come from, what you came here to do. And don't forget no one can fulfill your dreams but you. Don't forget it. Be honest. I know you can hear my voice playing in the background, but be honest with yourself. Be honest with who you are, and this is also perfect with dark work, with knowing your self worth and being honest about it. Be honest about it. Just because that person wants you to jump on that business deal, jump on this, help them paint their house this weekend. And yes, it may seem like a good and fun idea, but is it really what you need at the moment? It's okay to say no. It's okay to say no to yourself sometimes. It's also okay to say no to others. No is a very powerful tool. Learn to use it. You don't always have to say yes. Um, it's okay to put yourself first and make people work on your time instead of you always working on their time. When you always work around other people's time, um, you find yourself never having time for yourself to do things you want to do, and then you'll look back at your life and go, "Where has it gone?" So be honest. It's okay to say no. Explain to them, look, I'm working on this weekend. And if they don't understand it, before you just go ahead and get pissed off with them and say you're selfish, understand, like I said, we're doing dark work, so we're going in. So before you sit there and say, well, they're just selfish and stingy, understand you put them in that position to fill that selfish and stingy with your time. You've given so much of your energy to these people, to the situations, that they expect that amount of energy to be there any at all times. That's not their fault. That is your fault. So now's the time to also be honest with that. Because like I said, this weekend we're doing dark energy. So you're going to go inside yourself. Be honest with that. Accept that. You don't really have to say it, so you can just tell them no, but don't have an attitude with them. And understand that you need to pull some of your energy back. This is to where too much of your energy is going. This situation is showing, with them having an attitude of you not being able to do what they want you to do, is showing that you put too much of your personal energy into that particular situation or that person, and it's time to pull it back. And it's drawing your energy back into you, so that you can go ahead and finally see where all your time and energy is going, and what's stopping you from keeping you being the person you want to be, or doing the work that needs to be done on yourself and having the time to do that in order to become the person that you want to be. So be totally honest this weekend and pay attention. Go with the flow. Pay attention. Pay attention to these connections. What's working with you, what's not working with you. And if the connections are not always bad, they can be beautiful connections. And it doesn't mean cutting the ties now, meaning it'll be a permanent tie. It just means right now it needs to be cut in order for you to work on you. Um, that's pretty much it. And again, once you do that, then you'll see changes happen, which is what all this is all about. You'll see changes happening. You'll see blockages removed. So that is your, I'm sorry, my kids have lost it. So that is your weekend reading. I hope you can hear me over all the noise. Everybody stay blessed, and I'll see you soon.